Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel ComputerVerse. In today's video, we are gonna talk about Microsoft PowerToys. PowerToys is a very powerful utility tool. We'll go through each and every feature in detail from the beginning till the end. So keep watching till the end. So let's get started. First of all, let's install the application. So first of all, open your browser and then search for PowerToys GitHub. So, GitHub, Microsoft Toys. Go through the first link and there you go. It's on GitHub. So, now PowerToys is currently an open source application, which means that you can download its code and see how it works, which is really cool. Now, let's scroll down a bit and go to releases. Click on the latest one. It might be more latest or an updated version based on when you see my video. So let's move a bit down and there you go. We have these assets. So you have the source code and this exe file is the installer. So let's click on this and here you can see the PowerToys installer is getting installed. So now we can save it to our desktop or anywhere you want to and let's let it download. And there you go. I think, yeah. So now PowerToys installer is ready to go. Now double click on this. Now let's run the application and see how this looks like. So to run the application, just click on the desktop icon or if you have checked off the desktop icon before, go to the start menu, search for PowerToys and click enter. And now PowerToys will be shown on the hidden tray right here. And there you go, PowerToys is running. Let's enter full screen. Now let's talk about the color picker. You can activate color picker with a simple shortcut. Windows plus Shift plus C. You can choose the activation behavior, which is the color picker with the editor mode. Editor mode edits the color a bit. Editor or the color picker only. I'm happy with the default setting color picker with editor mode enabled. So now let's get started and try to use this. So as the shortcut says, Windows plus Shift plus C. And there you go. And as you can see, if I want this exact color on my screen, I can just click on that part and there you go. You have the hex code, the RGB code, the HSL code. You can copy the code from this icon and also edit this using the color option. You can again enable the color picker from the top left button like this and you can see it copies the color exactly. Now we can close this. Now let's talk about fancy zones. Let's come to the fancy zones pane, and there you go. We can launch the layout editor again with the shortcut. Now, zone behavior. We can hold to shift key to activate zones while dragging. So let's try this out. Hold the shift key and drag this. Oh wow! Now the blue zones show your window which is gonna be snapped. Now let me choose the second window. I want my window to be snapped in the second pane. So let's leave this, and there you go. We are splitting our screen. If you want to put it in another zone, again press the shift key and drag the top part and leave it there. And as you can see, the fancy zones has been snapped into a screen. Isn't that cool? This helps you a lot in multitasking. So now let's come to File Explorer. Oh, you need to run as administrator to modify these changes. So let's come back to General, and there is an option to restart as administrator. So let's click. I'm so sorry that I won't be able to show the permission page because the screen recorder just gets paused for this duration. So when it asks you to give permission, give it the permission and click on yes. And in some moments you will see that the PowerToys is now running as an administrator. Now let's come back to File Explorer, and by default enable SVG, and the markdown and the thumbnail, everything is switched on. So let me switch all of them off and show you how this looked in the default setting of Windows 10. So now this brings us to PowerToy number 5, Image Resizer. Image Resizer is a tool used for resizing the pictures. Let me show you how it is done. So now I have the thumbnail for this video. Let me go to the properties, details, and as you can see, the dimensions are very high. So now I can click OK, right click, and here you see another option to resize the pictures. This option is the option which is given by PowerToys. Click on this. Now in a few moments we have seen that the PowerToys image resizer window pops up. So now let's select the size. Maybe I want small, and then click resize. Now you can see that another image which has the dimension smaller has uh, occurred on the screen. And the good thing is that the name of the file remains the same except for the small word adding at the end. Here we come to PowerToy number 6, Keyboard Manager. Keyboard Manager helps us to remap keys and shortcuts. Let me show you how this can be useful. For example, you are familiar with the ABCD keyboard and you are having trouble while working on the QWERTY keyboard. So you can remap the keys like Q to the A, W to B, E to C, and R to D. This brings us to Power Toy number 7, Power Rename. You can actually rename a bunch of files together. So let's see how this actually works. So now I have my two thumbnails, the original one and the one I just resized. So now I can select both of these and I can right click, and there you can see there is an option of power rename. Let's click on that. Now we can simply just type something we need to replace. So I want to replace Power Toys and replace it with PT so that I shorten it. And now here you can see that the original file is PowerToys TN, and now it will be renamed as PTTN and PTTN. Let's click on rename. And there you go, you have renamed both the files together. This is very powerful and very quick. This helps increasing your productivity. Next up, PowerToys number 8, PowerToys Run. PowerToys Run is a very quick app launcher. It almost works like the search bar on the bottom of your screen on the taskbar. But the search bar also searches the web. This only opens the application. So let's see how this works. So here we have a shortcut Alt space. So let's press Alt space, and there you go. We have the PowerToys Run search bar. And for example, I want to use maybe Zoom for my meetings. So I can just click on Zoom, and here you can see we have access to some of the actions as well. We can run it as an administrator, we can open the containing folder all, and we can also open path in console. We can just click and Zoom will be there. Next up, we have shortcut guide. People have learnt mostly all the shortcuts, but there are many shortcuts and sometimes you don't remember them. So the shortcut guide helps you. The shortcut guide, when long pressed Windows key, it shows all the actions which can take place with the Windows key. For example, Windows key in combination with A can open the Action Center. Windows with Control and D can add a virtual desktop. And when you release the Windows key, it's gone. There is also a whole bunch of settings which you can apply. For example, if you want to increase the time duration, you can increase it. If you want to decrease the opacity, you can do that too. So now when I press the Windows key, it is a bit more transparent. So now if you forgot a certain keyboard, you can always press the Windows key and have a look. Alright, so this brings us to the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed watching this video and learned something new. So if you learned something new or enjoyed the video, please like, share and comment my video, and please do subscribe. Thank you so much.